What's going on, everybody? We're back again with another video today. This time we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I know we talk about movies and TV shows and a little bit of comic books here and there and some wrestling, but today I'm going to throw something else. I'm going to throw some more shit at the wall. I'm going to see what decides to stick. And since we got fall coming up, we got October coming up, we got spooky season coming up, boys.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
I decided, let's take a deep dive, let's go and let's discuss one of my favorite video games of all time and one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. We're going to start talking about Call of Duty Zombies. And no, I did not stutter when I said that. Yeah, I love my Mortal Kombat video games, and I love the Spider-Man video games as well as the Batman Arkham franchise. However, when it comes to my favorite of all time, I love Call of Duty Zombies. Just the zombies. I could give less of a shit about the multiplayer sometimes because most of the time, it's not really all that great, but zombies is something that I can look forward to every single year. So to sort of start the series, talk about a new map every few days or so, so obviously we got to start with the very first zombies map of all time, Untoten. So a few guidelines before we get into Untoten, as I'm going to be looking at a few different aspects of the map. So we're going to be talking about gameplay design, we're going to be talking about the map layout itself, and then I'm going to give a few positives of the map as well as a few negatives from the map. Alright, so now that you guys know what to expect, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Let's talk about the very first zombie map ever released. Let's talk about Untoten. So when you first spawn into this map, you're going to realize, yeah, there's not really that much to the map itself, which is pretty cool because from an atmospheric perspective, everything in this map starts off incredibly slowly. The zombies, they don't run at you straight away. The zombies sort of walk really slowly towards you. And this is also one of my biggest complaints with the map, because the first few times you play it, yeah, it's pretty cool having this really great setup, but then you realize that upon further playthrough, you're just constantly waiting and waiting and waiting for something to happen. But again, for your first time going through it, it is pretty cool. Okay, so you're running around this bunker, you're confused, you don't know what to do. Zombies start breaking in. What do those zombies want? Brain. Given this fact, you're going to want to arm yourself with some sort of weapon that you can use to fend off the zombies. Now, no matter what version of Untoten you choose to play, and believe me, there are a lot of versions of Untoten, you're going to spawn in with an M1911 and you're going to quickly realize that that gun is the drizzling shits. So what are you going to do? Well, you're going to want to get a new weapon. Now, if you're playing on Black Ops 3 like I am in the gameplay, you got two options. You can either buy the Shiva or the RK5, and with that, you're going to be fine until about round 5-ish, and then you're going to realize that, hey, these guns are also the drizzling shits. So what are you going to do? Well, Untoten has you covered. You just open up that door, you can go right into the help room, where you are then greeted by familiar face and zombies. It is the one, the only mystery box. Now your anticipation at this point is building up. You're thinking about spinning the box. What are you going to get? Are you going to get the Thunder Gun, which is in this map in Black Ops 3? Are you going to get the Ray Gun Mark II? Are you going to get the OG classic Ray Gun? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's spin the box and see what this map has in store for us. Oh. Well, I can try and make this work. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, you just go to the help room and you spin the box, you get whatever you get. Now from there, if we travel upstairs to the second floor, you can see that this map also has a Wonder Fizz machine, as well as two Gobblegum machines, and a Mule Kick machine on the first floor in Spawn. Now, if you played Untoten on Black Ops 1, then you'll know that Mule Kick has been a feature since then. However, the addition of the Wonder Fizz machine as well as the Gobblegum machines is new and exclusive to Black Ops 3. Aside from that, this map is pretty basic. It has a few different guns scattered across the walls. It still has a sniper cabinet. If you play on the Black Ops 1 or World at War version, you're going to get a scoped Kar 98K. If you play on the Black Ops 3 version, you're going to get just a Locust with whatever customization you've had onto it. And that's about it for this map. As far as features go, This map is the equivalent to eating buttered noodles. There's not really that much to it. You know what to expect going into it. Sure, you might have fun. You also might have the most boring time of your entire life. With Untoten, there's pretty much a 50-50 shot of getting either one of those options. It's also important to note that because the map is so small and condensed, you only really have two viable strategies for getting the high rounds on this map. That being, you can camp on the second floor, or you can train in the help room by weaving between the different pillars. Both strategies offer a different type of gameplay that sort of spices it up whenever you do choose to play this map, and honestly, if you're going to run it on Black Ops 3 and you play without gobblegums, it is still pretty fun and challenging to do. Now to go over the negatives and positives. I want to go over the negatives first because, believe it or not, I'm a happy person and I want to end this video on a good note. So we're going to start right here with the negatives and then work our way over to the positives. So the number one for the negative is that this map is extremely slow. It's like watching paint dry, except you cannot eat the paint chips, so you pretty much get no enjoyment out of all of this constant waiting. In addition to that, there's just not that much to do on this map after a certain point. Like I said, yeah, every now and again it is fun to just sort of jump in, see how long you can survive, but after a while you quickly realize that you can literally be playing any other zombies map and probably having 10 times more fun. This is sort of a tangent that I want to go on. It's nothing against the map itself, it's more so against how often this map has been brought back into other games. So like I said previously in the video, this map is featured in World at War. This map was then remastered for Black Ops 1. This map was then remastered for Black Ops 3 before also making an appearance in Revelations. It was then in Black Ops 2 as well, inside Transit, and then it was also inside of Cold War Zombies, meaning that this map has made 6 different appearances since its debut in, I believe, 2008. And I think for as little as Untoten is, I don't think we need to see it that much. There's really not that much to this map. This is also a negative that goes strictly to the World at War and Black Ops 1 versions of Untoten, is that the map is so boring to look at. It's like they just threw the color gray and a few shades of black all around the area, and that's it. And like, I get it, you're trying to build up a more horrific atmosphere and everything, but I like color with my video games. I like stuff like Mob of the Dead or Revelations, where it sort of has these bright splashes of color, and then it's a little creepier and more intimate areas, and I feel like Untoten just goes for this horror vibe, and instead of it being scary, it just comes off as extremely boring. This was fixed in the Black Ops 3 version, I will say. The moon in Black Ops 3 is extremely prominent and throws a very bright white light all over the map, and it just makes it look so much better. So I'm very, very happy for that improvement. Now on to the positives. Because this map has been brought back so many times, every single time it's been brought back, they really have done their best to sort of add whatever they possibly can to it to make it a more enjoyable experience. I've only played World at War Untoten one time, and I can say it was pretty boring. I did not like Black Ops 1 Knock that much either, because the Black Ops 1 guns are all dog water, and all you had was the addition of Mule Kick, so that wasn't a great experience at all either. But then if you go to the Black Ops 3 version, I think there's a lot of different fun ways to play. You can either play it bare bones, just hitting the box and camping with your friends, and that's pretty fun and challenging, or you can just have this completely chaotic power trip where you use whatever gobblegums you want and you sort of just reach whatever round that you want. And as previously mentioned, I do also appreciate how the remastered version in Black Ops 3 looks so much better than all the other previous versions of Knocked. But that's about all I can say for both positives and negatives. Like I said in the beginning, this is the first zombies map of all time, so everything you see is pretty much very, very straightforward. So in conclusion, you never really do forget your first, do you? Whether it be your first love, your first favorite food, your first favorite song, or in this case, the first zombies map that was ever released. No, it's not groundbreaking by any means, especially compared to today's standards. However, you can't really deny the historical significance of this, especially if you're a Call of Duty Zombies fan. You gotta play Knocked at least once, and sure, it has been remastered way too many times, and yeah, there is nothing to do after round 20. But every now and again, if you're looking for something fun to play that has a really good atmosphere, has really chill vibes to it, I highly recommend Untoten. Thanks so much for watching. Like I said, I do plan on making a mini series out of this all throughout the month of October, since Zombies is technically a horror game, not really, you know, it's more stupid sci-fi shit than anything else, but I figured it would just be cool to look at, very fitting for the time. So obviously next we're going to be taking a look at the second zombies map ever made, Verrucht. So I hope to see you guys there. Thank you again for watching, and I'll check you guys later. Bye.